Yeah, so I had to call my mom, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? They on the scene, you know. And, you know, it was just like I was just that young, you know what I'm saying? That's who I felt safe, you know, calling or whatever. Uh, After that, the detective, you know, got me to follow them downtown to the station for they can question me, you know, because other than him, I'm the last person she was with, you know what I'm saying? You know. Um, so they questioned me and everything, you know, and I told them, you know, I saw a figure, you know, which I did because it was pitch black up in there, you know what I'm saying? But they already had, uh, you know, documented that they just left him up there, you know, from him sitting outside in the parking lot. Plus, you know, it was just it's more of the loose ends he left, you know, hanging on his end. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about me. But anyway, yeah. So after that, I have to go home. You know what I'm saying? And face my little family. You know. So as soon as I get in the house, saw my girl, man. First thing I get to doing is lying. You know, straight up lying, telling I was with one of my partners and you know the situation actually happened to him, but I was just with him, you know what I'm saying? And not knowing this situation so citywide, you know, already, she ended up getting the information from her mama. Her mama had already told her what had happened when I came there with the lies. But I just couldn't face her because I'm out cheating. And, you know, it's just, that shit was crazy. But remember when I said the gun went off? When I was in the hallway running out of the apartment. Now that I'm at home, I go take a shower. And as I'm taking the shower, I'm washing my arm and it's burning over here. And I look at it and it's all, cut up and burnt up. Cause that's how close the barrel of the gun was to me that it didn't shoot me. It when the gun went off, it burnt and cut me from the fragments, being just that close to me, you know. I thank God for being here right now to be able to even speak this story, But I almost got shot. And when I was at the detective, they had called the DA and all that. They was down there too. And I had already been on probation and everything, so I couldn't tote no gun. But since dude was on the run and just killed his baby mama and possibly looking for me, the DA gave me a pass to get me a firearm, a convicted felon. You heard me? The DA gave me a pass to go get me a gun, just in case we cross paths. And she told me, if you go to jail or get caught with it or anything, don't worry about that. I got that. I was like, wow. So the funeral come up, I believe it was like the day after Thanksgiving that year, 97. I was so skeptic about going to that funeral, I wasn't even gonna go. My baby mama made me go, So when she insisted on me going, I went by myself. Then the funeral home where a funeral was held at, was right in the front of this dude's neighborhood, at the beginning of his neighborhood. I went to the funeral strapped up and ready, just in case dude want to run up, you know. I mean, I'm paranoid as hell. Next day was the Bayou Classic. So I'm trying to get my mind off of what just this traumatic situation that just happened. So I go down to the Bayou Classic with my homies, you know, down there strapped up and ready, you know what I'm saying? Down there just trying to have a good time. I'm talking about, and that was impossible. Didn't have a good time at all, you know. Went down and, you know, spent the weekend in New Orleans and came back. And before you know it, you know, they eventually caught dude or whatever. And when they did catch him, he called my partner house, you know. Cause he know that's who I, you know, used to be with. He called my partner and offered me a couple $1,000 to not go to court. I asked that nigga, has he lost his mind? You heard me? Because at the end of the day, if God wasn't with me that night, he would have killed me too, you know? And another thing, the main thing, my loyalty ain't lied with him, you know what I'm saying? My loyalty lied with her. You killed an innocent female for nothing, you know, because she wanted to move on because you wasn't treating her right, you know what I mean? You know, so if, as soon as it be somebody else, sister, cousin, family member, they want the person who was with them to do the right thing. But see, when it's time for you to go do the right thing, somebody want to label you a snitch or something. Man, ain't nobody never told me that in my face, but I done heard that through the grapevine. I wasn't no fucking snitch. I was a fucking victim. And to be honest, for you, for everybody to know the facts to this, the dude who he chose to bring him back while he committed that act, that's who told on him. That's who sunk him, you know. You think that dude gonna take the charge for being the accessory, for being the getaway driver? You think he was gonna take that charge? I seen a figure. Just like I told him in court, the DA, the people, I saw a figure. Now, did the figure look like that nigga? Of course it did. Of course it did. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? People need to stop getting it misconstrued of fucking what a rat is. You know what I'm saying? Or what, when a person's snitching. Because I done been in the game and I ain't never got caught up and told on my co-defendant on shit. In this case, this nigga wasn't no co-defendant of mine. This nigga wasn't no co-defendant. He was just, shit, I'm a victim. You understand that? Me and her, we was victims. So if one of us is left alive, because I'm sure if he would have killed me, I'm sure she would have did the same thing as far as said what the fuck she knew. You know, so y'all need to stop getting that shit misconstrued. If your people, sister, brother, anybody is murdered by somebody that you're not even friends with, why the fuck you letting them go? Why you getting yourself in trouble trying to kill them when just let justice take its place? You know? Ain't no trying to be no, you know, vigilante shit. Just let justice take its place. Now, if it happened, if it happened in the street, it happened in the streets. But as far as somebody trying to victimize me and my loved ones, and I don't do the right thing, because at the end of the day, shit, I was the last person that was with her until he interrupted, rudely interrupted. Now the whole moral to this story is, man, fellas, if you see it's over with, man, you see she done moved on, or trying to move on, let her move on, man. Don't trick yourself. Don't let the devil get you, you know what I'm saying? And trick you out these streets, you know what I'm saying? Trick you out of society, over one female. You done just said, fuck everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Fuck every other female on the planet, because shit ain't going right with you and this one right here, and ladies, hey, we know that's your apartment. We know that's your house. You know what I'm saying? Off the top, So at the end of the day, don't let the new dude come to the house that you and your kid's daddy, significant other, ex-husband, y'all share it together, Especially if y'all in a breakup and it was recent. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that 9 times out of 10, that guy, he is be passing by there, be stalking you. That was his house. You know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, every man ain't the same, but the ones you least expect to do some wild, crazy shit, they will. So don't invite your new dude over by your crib. You know what I'm saying? For safety purposes only. Unless you just know he ain't, don't even put it in your mind. You just know he ain't like that. Because guess what? He really like that. He really like that. And he'll really come there just to, you know what I'm saying? And later on, he gonna be sorry, but it's gonna be too late. So don't let him come. Don't let the new man come, and just, meet him somewhere else. Go to his place. You know what I'm saying? But the moral to the whole story is, man, when it's over, let it burn.